Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Greater Garden Route Wedding Podcast. Today, we are joined by Anene from Kouga Municipality, and we're going to talk a bit about tourism, and we're going to talk about the Expo, obviously, what happened last year, what we're planning for this year, the municipality's involvement, and all things wedding, let's put it that way. So, Anene, I think let's start off by giving us an introduction so we understand exactly what your position is at Kouga Municipality. Seriously, oh.
On the spot.
On the spot.
From the beginning.
It's got something to do with tourism.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, like you know, my name is Anene. I'm working for Kouga Municipality. I'm the head for a very long thing.
Okay.
Tourism, marketing, events, investment. What did I miss? And economic development. So sorry about that.
Okay.
That's the most important.
Does it fit on a business card?
No, it doesn't.
Three
Abbreviations.
business cards.
Yeah, so what is very nice is our section is falling underneath the finance department. So our CFO is our director, and that works awesomely for us.
Okay.
We're a very small section in the municipality. As you know, the municipality's mandate is service delivery and fixing of potholes and roads and all those negative things always. But then there's a section that, according to law, is saying that the municipality is also responsible for economic development, heritage, I forgot even that, and tourism. It's not always a funded mandate in that sense, but we are responsible that you get feet, and like we called it, bumps on beds, etc., and marketing our area. So as you know, we've got 9 towns in Kouga, and each one is so beautiful and unique. There's a bigger picture underneath the Eastern Cape on that. So yeah, there we get to Greater Garden Route. Eastern Cape.
Yes.
That is the most awesome words to say today. It was approved by council, and it's in collaboration with other municipalities. We're working with Nelson Mandela Convention Centre. We're working with Ado Tourism, etc., to market our area.
Okay.
So from a tourism perspective, if we can only talk tourism, is yes, we Kouga Municipality, that is the name of the municipality, but how do you market Kouga nationally and internationally? So we had to come up with a marketing plan because that is part of our job in destination marketing, and in collaboration and with lots and long talks and everything, we came up with Greater Garden Route Eastern Cape, formally approved by council.
Awesome.
And it is working, and yes, we were naughty last year, as you both know, to sort out and start with Greater Garden Route Wedding Expo. We were very naughty, but it is now formally done, and it works. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So, Anene, how did you get to the name Greater? How was that born, Greater Garden Route?
It is about 2 years ago, and it is a bit controversial. We're still getting a lot of flack for it, but yeah, marketing is marketing, and I'm calling it Marketing 101. So in the 19s, we were still part of the Western Cape, and that was the Garden Route. And if you go back and you research and you look, we're part of the Garden Route. But with the cut-off between Western Cape and Eastern Cape, it stopped on the boundary. And like Nelson Mandela Bay, tourism tried for many years to register themselves as the gateway to the Garden Route because we're part of the Garden Route.
Yes.
So it was a lot of talks, a lot of people putting heads together and everything. And we had a few names, but the Garden Route Eastern Cape was always on the table. So it was just the first word, extended, greater, whatever.
Okay.
And then talking to different departments, provincially and nationally and so forth, we went really into depth to use ChatGPT and Google what
makes
dictionaries, what makes sense, and we are the Greater Garden Route, meaning an extension of the Garden Route, and that's what it's all about.
That was what I initially extension.
Yes.
I at first I thought greater like better.
No.
No,
Okay,
extended.
so
So
that
It's
makes
extended.
that makes so much more sense to just say in an area it is the greater than just this area. It is extended.
Yes,
It's not to say that you are better than anyone
Not at
else,
all. No.
because I think that
No.
that can be sometimes misleading.
The sadness of it all is wherever we go, part of our job and mandate is destination marketing. So we are responsible to market our area. And wherever you go, if it's nationally or international, at an expo or a roadshow, the first thing we ask them, do you know where Jeffreys Bay is? No. Do you know St. Francis Bay? No. Why don't you know it? Because they know until Plet and Port Elizabeth, because that's where
Addo.
the air
and
Addo.
Addo, yeah.
But in between, because none of our towns you drive through,
You drive
you-
next to them, yeah.
you do the in too,
Yeah.
in the end. But the long and short of it is, there's a lot of issues and there was a lot of problems regarding our names. We did get a lot of flack from the Western Cape, but it's not a patented name. It is a marketing name.
Yes.
And everybody sees it that way. And we are open because you land at the airport in Port Elizabeth. We can host you with such unique activities and accommodations and everything here. And then what we do is we say, listen, the road from us to Cape Town is the garden route, and this is what you can get here. We are working together because we just an extension of the garden route.
We have a lot to offer as well.
There
Incredible.
is so much incredible, unique. We can do accommodations, activities, products. We can really
Just
talk
beauty,
the whole
just
day.
splendor, just the beauty
Yes.
of our beaches. I think it's probably for me one of the most, I don't know, it's if you travel anywhere, and very few places can beat the beaches that we've got on offer in Kouga.
Just yesterday morning, I often go to the beach for sunrise, and just yesterday morning, I was met by a local lady, and they spent the previous week I saw on Facebook that they went and did from Paternoster, they did a whole trip, and she and her friends said, there's no way. We were standing at Super Tubes. We were standing and looking at the dolphins coming by
The
with
beautiful
the sun
sunrise.
rising, with
Yes,
the dolphin
absolutely.
doing a little flip.
Oh, yes.
And she said there was no other place where you could see the sea and the splendor like what we saw there by Supers. And I mean, they've just came back from Cape Town, from the Western Cape. They loved the trip. She had a lot of photos to share, a lot of videos. But there is a lot of uniqueness in our
Where
area.
can you get otherwise a place where you in the mountains,
Yep.
you're hiking or whatever you want to do, you're in nature, and 20 kilometers later, you're on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is absolutely so unique. And this is us. That's what we've got.
I must say, last year when and I know we took a little bit of a chance with the Greater Garden Route name, but the whole idea behind it was to be inclusive.
Yes.
I think that was the main thing. There was, like you said, there was no idea of saying that our area is better.
No.
From us in the wedding industry, it's very clear that a lot of suppliers travel up and down the coast, all the way from Mossel Bay to PE and even beyond. You often find at a wedding that someone there has traveled, let's say, from Mossel Bay to come and present a service in our area, or vice versa. We often travel to Plet, we travel to George, we travel to Mossel Bay, even to the other side, East London side. So the idea from an expo point of view was to be inclusive for all vendors, not just in Kouga, Nelson Mandela Bay, the whole Addo area, as well as Plet, George, Knysna, that up to Mossel Bay, all of that area, because I mean, it's to Mossel Bay, it's about 3.5 hours travel, but it's not that far. I mean, people travel very, very far for weddings.
Yeah, they do.
And I think that's maybe a good connection point to say, why is it important for a municipality to support a wedding expo? Because I mean, people often think a wedding is only the day, it's only what happens on that day, but there's a lot more to a wedding, I think, that from a tourism point of view.
Yes, from a tourism point of view, but also from an economic development point of view. If you plan your wedding in a year's time, You will come down here, you will come and have a look at all the venues, and we've got a lot of beautiful venues. And even just on the beach or in the mountain or wherever. So you will stay here for a weekend. Somebody will, or maybe somebody will refer you here. And then you start searching.
Yes.
And then when you decide, okay, I want to do it in St. Francis or Hankey or Jeffreys Bay or whatever, what else is there? And we've got beautiful, awesome quality products like spas, hairdressers, makeup artists, etc. I mean, it's a very long list. Joy from Cakes of Joy.
She was here a few weeks ago.
And that is what it's all about. So it's not only thinking about the day, it's the long term. Word of mouth, because if you come down for a destination wedding, you come down for a whole weekend. Or sometimes for a week.
Yep.
So you will need a spa. You will need somebody that can do flowers. Restaurants, go and eat. How do you keep people busy? There is such a lot of activities. Well, the ladies is busy that the men can do, and vice versa.
Or go, whatever they want.
Or sunset cruises on the canals, etc. So that's what it's all about. The more feet we as municipality can get into Kouga, in total, all 9 towns, the better the economy.
Yeah.
The better people can survive, businesses can survive, small businesses can be developed and grow. And like Joy indicated, since she attended the Expo last year, how her wedding side grew.
Yeah. That exposure suddenly to a totally bigger market that you almost didn't know existed.
And remember one thing, our main goal is always, if a small business is working, even if they only got 2 or 3 people in that business, it's feeding 3 families.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
That is in 10, 15 people, and that's how it grows.
Yeah.
So that's part of the economic development responsibility also on our shoulders, is to assist and develop our small businesses also. And we never want to move away in our area from small town feeling.
Yes.
Small town effect. And as a municipality, we are driving safety and cleanliness. And that is always a positiveness coming out. The first thing internationally they ask us, if we say, okay, there is this route, this is the packages, they ask how safe it is. And it's safe. You can still walk here at night. You can sit on the beach at night. Things like that. So it's a whole picture, and it's I nearly swear now. It's a whole picture and a holistic big circle that we are looking at. And it's not only getting Rich and Adie's coming to have their wedding here.
Yes. I mean, we had our wedding here and we were from Gauteng.
Yeah.
And if you take the amount of people, I mean, we had 90 people attending our wedding, and it was a celebration, week celebration. There's a lot of
probably about 70 of our 80, almost 90 people traveled. Only a small selection were local.
It was only your parents' home that was the house that the people could live in. The rest was all accommodation from the town. So, and the platform that's been created by the Greater Garden Route is such a powerful and unique and definitely something that was needed platform for vendors, for the wedding industry. I mean, we've got a passion for weddings.
Oh, yes.
But it is something that's been on Richard's heart for years to create something like that. And to have the municipality back this out of a economic point of view is just, we still have a couple of stalls left that's open. I mean, this is what the podcast is all about, to get more people to come to the stands or to
exhibit, and for people to come and experience our exhibitors.
We want to make it better this year. I mean, it's like you guys. We want to always better on last year. I mean,
because last year we picked up, there was certain categories of vendors that we didn't have.
Yeah.
But it was so interesting to realize, listen, a lawyer is needed.
And we've got lawyers there again this year.
Yes, decor is needed. If you think about decor, you think, okay, flowers, whatever. But it's those small things.
Yeah.
And that is why it's so important for people to start thinking out of the box. In that sense that think bigger than just what I'm currently sitting and doing here. You maybe think that it's not worthwhile to have and be a vendor at a wedding expo. But somebody can see you. You can make music. You can... It's a small thing. You can think, okay, but my jewelry, I'm sitting and doing at home. But somebody will pick it up.
Yeah.
Totally.
And see it.
The exposure is really good.
And taste it. And do a massage there at the expo. That people
Or
can feel.
manscaping. I mean,
yes.
I'm so over the ladies doing everything. I've been pushing manscaping for a very long time, but I mean, you cannot just push it on your own. You have to have a platform like this. I mean, we have stunning barbers.
Yes.
In town.
That does the most amazing grooming and manscaping. I mean, if you can have a chair like that, a barber chair, I mean, can you imagine? And have the groom and his groomsmen actually manscape.
Yes.
Just as the ladies does. I mean, any woman would appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a treat for the men. A lot of them have never done it. It is a treat.
A simple thing last year, yes, there were perfumes, there were creams, there were everything, but everything was for the woman. There was nothing for
That's
men.
exactly what I'm also thinking. The only one exception is Heinz in style.
Yeah, with his
Obviously,
clothes.
And Woolworths at their men's.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Woolworths.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so much. I'm thinking about beard products. I mean, there's so much big brands. Then stalls like craft beers. It's always a hit at a wedding.
And a gift. For a gift also.
Totally.
On the table.
The custom, the
yeah.
bespoke gifts and stuff.
Yes.
The sky is really the limit if you now think of thinking out of the box. Don't unbox it. Don't bring a box. Lose the box.
Exactly. Just out of the box, totally. Yeah.
I wanted to say one more thing. I think a few times at a wedding, especially where it was destination orientated, we often heard guests say how surprised they are seeing the area. And I think that's another thing that a wedding does that you don't realize. People get invited to a wedding, like we just said 26 years ago, we got married and we invited people that came to Jeffreys Bay. But you have a wedding in Potensi or you have a wedding in St. Francis and you invite your family. It's their first time getting to the area. Suddenly they experience an area that maybe they're used to going to Natal always or going down to Cape Town for holiday. And suddenly they realize that, wow, this is where I need to be in December. And I think that's the beauty of it. And I think from my understanding, that's why the municipality is so passionate about events, because events bring people from all different walks of life, different places in the country to experience an area, because you come for an event, but you're not there all the time. It's maybe 8 hours of a day or maybe 2 days if it's a corporate event. But the evenings, the day you arrive, the day afterwards, you travel and you see the area.
You live it a bit.
You experience it, and then you want to come back. And I think that's really why I think events is so important for an area.
We believe in events because what we did is also, so we started about 3 years ago when we rebuilt the whole section, first with the economic development strategy that we call the integrated economic growth strategy. And tourism was one of the 6 sectors that's important. The other is oceans economy, green, agriculture, etc. So we started really digging into what do we have, what's going on here, and what is lacking. And we did it not out of our heads. We really did it out of the concept of 10-year prior research, everything that was done. Out of that strategy, we built on the tourism and marketing plan that was approved for Greater Garden Route. But the big thing is tourism is not only destination wedding, like we've discussed now. It is bigger than that. We are marketing not only for leisure meaning coming down for your family, you're coming for a holiday or whatever. And that is why events is coming in. So we had to sit and identify, listen, we've got off seasons. All of us know it's every year July, it was in the past WSL, etc. What do we package in the off seasons for economic viability and income into our area. And we really went into depth. We did the events calendar. We went to look at that and a bit of research and came up with annual events that we want to support as Kouga Municipality, that we know it's national and international events that we will have on an annual basis. Through that became, and then you've got your ad hoc festivals
Yes.
here, your bazaars here,
Yes,
there's
smaller
markets
things, yeah.
and smaller things. So that is what events is all about. It is to package and realize what you've got in your area on a wider scale, and then what do we need to do as a municipality to bring feet in on another level. So it's not that Kouga Municipality always decides this is the event that must be done. We look around, we are stealing sometimes concepts. Not stealing the concepts, stealing the event.
Finding inspiration.
But at the first year, it was really going around and saying, okay, that looks like this can work in Kouga, beach-wise, mountains-wise, things like that. But through building up the EPC, the Planning Committee on Safety and Compliance, and really went into depth to make events, bazaars, festivals, whatever, compliant in Kouga. The second year, people started to realize it. Listen, it is safe, it's clean, everything is working, the departments is working,
properly.
It's done properly. And now we're at a stage that national and international events is coming to us. So listen, this is the package, this is what it's all about. We don't maybe want your money. We just need in-kind services. Can you assist us with this? But we want to go into a 3 to 5 year MOU with you that we know every year August it's this, September it's this, December it's this, and that's what it's all about. So it's hard work in the sense of, apart from everything the municipality is doing, the infrastructure must be correct. Yeah. We've got fingers in the pies all over. Yes. That's what events is about, is to fill the gaps in between. And currently we are at a stage that every month there is an annual event. And that is
wonderful.
That is where the Expo came in August, because that was a low season.
Yeah.
And there's other events. Transparance, it took us 3 years to get into Transparance, and now it's going to council that we want to have a 3-year partnership with them. I mean,
but that also, it brings an incredible amount of people from all over the country into the whole greater Garden Route, because I mean, you've got Kouga and you've got the Willowmore, Karedo, Uniondale area. Everyone's benefiting from that event.
Working together.
All of them,
and working together and marketing one another as partners, and that is where collaboration is all about, and coming in, because we're not stingy this side. We are really sharing with people. We are showing people to Plet if it needs to be, or wherever, to Cape Town, whatsoever, because it's for the greater picture.
Yes.
I think that's the whole idea. It's always what we always say. It's collaboration makes things. That's when 1 + 1 is 11. Is really when you're collaborating and you're not working against one another.
You know, the interesting thing is 2 years ago, WTM Cape Town is every April in Cape Town. That's the World Travel Market. And it was always destination marketing. And we asked council, can we expose our products? Will you back us up in that? And they said, yes, fine. And we rented a space. We did Greater Garden Route launch there. But there was 16 local products from Kouga that never had the chance to pay that or get that exposure. But the interesting fact of it is, some of them is referring their accommodation guests to the restaurants, but the locals never met. They knew about one another, but they never met. So even forming that bond locally, for people to, and that means we're doing our job. And they're growing now, 2 years later, and they're really fully booked, and the activities is getting off the ground in the tourism space. That's what it's all about.
And that's important, because I think our area is very, very much tourism reliant.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately,
we are a tourism destination, and that is the only focus where we can get feet in for that.
Well, Anene, thank you very much. I mean, it's been delightful to chat with you.
We're finished.
Oh, we finished. What was the...
Seriously?
Okay.
What do you
I told
want
you
to
we
say?
can talk the whole day.
Well,
I told
you're
we
welcome.
can
I mean, we can record as long as you want. So
Who do you want to see at the? What do you want to see that's different? Because I know you specifically
Yes,
said out of
yeah.
the box.
Yeah.
So, what would you think would be fresh for
The Expo.
Expo?
We need spas there.
I
Remember,
agree.
we didn't have that.
Yeah.
I
We
agree.
need, and children. There was nothing focusing on children.
Can I just say something about that?
from a wedding vendor point of view.
From a photographer
Yeah.
point of view, we don't want children. no, we can advertise. We can advertise
Child mining services.
child mining services, minding.
Look, I think it's a very valid point to discuss.
What do you call it? Soundproof rooms.
I think children are often many brides' Achilles heel. Because
yes.
it's easy to say on the invite that I don't want children at my wedding,
But how
but
do
you're
you
going to
travel
have a
and
family
leave?
member or someone with a new baby that wants to be there.
And how do you keep them safe? Where
Yes.
do you keep them? Who looks after them?
You've got a
It's
point.
like
Yeah.
Linda Scroll is doing with the party ski. So you will not have children at your venue, but they can be kept busy there.
And they'll be
Yeah.
safe.
So I don't say we want children at the
Yeah.
Please, please, not.
That's not what I'm saying. Is how do you keep children busy?
Yeah.
Some weddings I've attended in the past, the children is part of the gevolg.
Yes,
Yes, and then they must go. So how
I mean,
do you?
where do they go?
Yes, it's like at Hunter's Ferry. Then we had one of my children's weddings there, and then the children go. So you need to accommodate them somewhere, give them something. That
And keep
kind
them
of
busy.
thing.
That is
Yeah.
that is an opportunity.
It-
So for
It's a business
anyone-
opportunity, yeah.
That is
I
what
hear
it's
you.
all about.
And even when you talk about now for the kids, I'm thinking entertainment. We've got so many schools and private schools that does music tutoring or marimbas or what is more entertaining than drumming and participating drumming. I mean, while the couple are maybe out on the shoot,
Some entertainment for the
can
guests,
be
yeah.
drumming or whatever.
So
There is a lot of people that still, I don't think, really see the opportunity that's been given at the Greater Garden Route Expo. That it is a platform for you to come and show what you're doing.
It's like I was at a baby shower, for instance. So the baby shower is going on, but there was about 8 kids that needed to be busy, get busy. It was also at the ferry. That's a stunning wedding venue. Unfortunately, with the floods,
Yeah.
they're working very hard
Yeah,
on that.
they're getting
And
there.
we've got stunning videos here. But apart from that, is the children were in the corner with what they wanted to eat, and they each had a donut box with pre-donuts
Okay.
in, with the icing, with keeping them busy.
So they could make their
So
own.
think about
Yeah.
things that you can come and display, and we've got a lot of people doing that.
Yeah.
But you don't think that it is
You think it's
viable at
party
an
orientated,
expo.
yeah.
It's only birthday party orientated.
You can
But you can-
really
you can,
make your,
yeah,
your
extend it to
business
weddings.
extend.
Yes. Yeah.
And I want to say, I think even a lot of people who visited the expo visited maybe from a wedding perspective, but you see things there that you can equally use for a birthday party,
Yes.
a big celebration, a wedding anniversary,
Yes. Yeah.
any family event, because it's the same sort of suppliers that you can.
Because say you know about a lot of 50 and 60 birthday parties,
Exactly.
and you want a venue, you want to have 100 people. Where do you go?
It's much the same as going onto a vendor's list for weddings. It will be the same. It will be the same people that you need. It's going to be
Yes.
makeup. It's
Yes.
going to be hair. It's
Yes,
going to be
yes.
a MC, music, sound, a beautiful venue, decor, clothing,
And someone to photograph it.
entertainment. Obviously, always
Yes.
someone to photograph
Oh,
it.
yes.
Always. I
Yeah.
mean, you cannot spend that money and don't have evidence of it.
Something else that I also picked up is I'm so glad Heinz is always in with
Yeah.
us. That is just
Always.
always the best. But wedding dresses.
Yeah.
if I'm a bride and I'm coming to Expo, I want to see more. So just have 10 different
I think we already have three. I think we have three different wedding, three or four, wedding dress designers there already, and then we are planning the fashion shows every day at 3 o'clock again.
Okay.
So the same idea, because I think from our perspective,
And
as
fitted in a person.
on a model,
Not on a
so
that
you,
is
you
exactly
can
what
actually
we want.
see how a wedding dress is going to look.
How it
It's
walks.
totally different than when you see it on a mannequin.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
that's why the fashion show part is so important for us to have that every afternoon, to just bring a little bit of liveliness to the whole expo. And the interesting thing is how many suppliers get involved there. So one of the florist and decor people already said they're giving not typical bouquets, something unique. So I want to give away. But again, there's something different again. One of the other suppliers are launching a new service this expo, and they want to make that part of the expo. So it'll be interesting to see how all of these things come together.
We've got a couple of venues also planning to launch something big and using this platform for their launch. So we're very excited. I'm thinking about
I'm so excited,
like artist drawings. I mean, the bespoke drawing of a couple.
Absolutely.
that they do from a little cell phone photo. I mean, that is always so special. Or maybe the bride and the groom
as they're standing in the front.
aisle. That is so special. I mean, we've got a lot of artists in town that we know of
that is doing it.
That can do it.
And doing it.
Yeah,
maybe
so
that is something that we need to look into, drawing into the price.
As long as the vendors are happy to come,
price
to bring into the
so
price.
just to
element,
say that again, I mean, I know we're talking about the municipality, but there is going to be a big prize again this year.
That's what I'm saying, because that is always an attraction.
It is, and I mean, I think again, for one person or one couple coming there over the weekend, they can walk away with the biggest chunk of their wedding to some extent paid for. That's the whole idea behind it. So it's a work in progress, because we're still 2 months. We're still 2 months out from the expo. Just about.
Constantly working on it.
No. The last month, that's all I've been doing. So.
And don't you also have something on? We're going to talk about that yet.
Well, I think what's interesting, you already know that we've just expanded, we redid the whole website. It took it took months to get to the point, but we also added a full directory listing into it, so that it goes beyond the expo. So I've always felt that for the Kouga region, and then we can now say the greater or extended garden route area, there's no easy place to get vendor details. So if you start searching, you have to go to some of the other national platforms. And I always felt like us in the Eastern Cape, for some reason, are always, I don't know, I want to say we push to the side, but it just feels as if, and I mean, we've got absolutely incredible vendors in our area.
The quality is out there.
And we don't get, I mean, we're a smaller province people-wise, not volume, but I mean people-wise, maybe compared to Gauteng or the Western Cape. So there might be 3 times as many vendors in the Western Cape than the Eastern Cape, but none of our vendors need to stand back in terms of quality of product, service, delivery, compared to a Western Cape or in a Gauteng. But to create a directory listing, and it's all part, the whole website is now combined. So Greater Garden Route Wedding Expo is the Expo page that gives you all the information regarding the Expo, but it's also now got a full directory listing link to it. And then if someone is a vendor that's at the Expo, if you click on their stand on the Expo page, it takes you to their listing. And you can immediately chat to the venue there. You can see what they do, where they are, some of their work, etc. So the whole idea is to, again, take it beyond just August. So that in the months between the expo, between now and August 2027, if someone is planning a wedding in this area and they didn't attend the expo, that is the place to go to. Go to the Greater Garden Route Wedding Expo page, and you will immediately see what is the vendors in our area. And we've also made a distinction between vendors that are expo vendors and someone who might want to come onto the platform later on, hopefully to get them onto next year's next year's expo.
But the two of you now, from talking for it for years, we sat where drinking coffee and say, let's
we
take
should do
a
this.
chance, let's do it. And having that big chunk of vendors last year already and how it grew, we're only in our second year.
Yes.
That means we are doing it right. You
I
are
hope
doing
so
it
too.
right.
I hope so
you.
too. But it's a
The
team.
work-
I mean, I really.
No, I know.
I think we're sitting the
It
three
is
of
a
us, but
collabor-
there's
yeah,
3, 4 between
there's
Gita
other
and Leilani
people.
and everyone involved.
Absolutely.
We're a big bunch of people that makes this possible.
But we are doing it then correctly. And
think
the
so.
main aim to cut this off and stop this whole further, because we said we're going to we can talk the whole
We talked
day.
another 10 minutes after we were about to stop.
Exactly. This is all to do to promote what we have and
Yes.
the quality that we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we believe in it.
Yep.
We as a team is believing in our area and what we've got.
And our vendors.
Totally. It's
our
easy.
suppliers.
It's easy to
Absolutely.
market a place if it sells itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And our area definitely, the Greater Garden Route definitely sells itself.
And it is absolutely a privilege from our side to go nationally and internationally and market what we've got.
Because you don't have to stand back. That's what I was saying.
Not at all.
We might be smaller in terms of the amount of people we have, but each one of those don't need to stand back in terms of the product or the service or the delivery
Absolutely.
to any other vendor in the country.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the big difference. People
Yeah.
don't need to import their. I know some of us travel, but I mean, that's sometimes more for a reason where someone wants you because there's a personal connection. But someone just getting married here, for instance, or doing anything else, don't need to import from Gauteng or Cape Town.
No.
They can most probably find someone that can do it equally as good in our area.
Absolutely.
So, what is the date again?
29 and 30 August 2026 at Mentors Plaza.
Mentors Country.
Mentors Country Estate. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Mentors
We
Plaza.
all used
Yeah.
to Mentors.
Mentors Country Estate, and it's
Yeah.
on the corner of the N2 and what is it? St. Francis Drive, coming into town. But everyone knows where Mentors is.
Yeah,
That's
no,
that's the
it's so
main thing. But I
easy,
think for
yeah.
now, the most important thing is, firstly, Anene, thank you for your time. Thank you for the
Thank you.
support.
Yeah.
And it's more than just support. It is the tips and ideas and the
the
suggestions
enthusiasm.
and enthusiasm
Yeah.
that comes with it. I mean, that's what makes the team, I think, for all of us working
We're
together,
a passionate
such
bunch.
a pleasure.
We are.
And then for anyone listening, please go into our new website. The site has gone live today. So as the vendors and the people who are exhibiting this year send through the information, it'll become live on the site. But go to Greater Garden Route weddingexpo.co.za and go check out the site, go look at our stunning vendors. You can see how the floor plan is going to look for the expo for this year. Buy your tickets, and we really look forward to seeing you at the expo. Thank you. En
Thank you.
dankie vir julle.
Thanks. Are we saying
We're saying, and we're saying thank you, and we're ending now.
We're ending it.
Daar's hy. Cheers.
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 Love it.